Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm back today for a quick review of something that I featured it on Instagram because I thought it looked cool, and I wanted to let you know how I've been going with it because I've definitely seen results. So I was sent all these sugar scrubs from L'Oreal. So this was just a PR pack that they randomly sent out. They didn't ask me if I wanted to try them. They just sent them. I like PR that way because I can do whatever I want. Anyway, so I sent these three. They've been, I think in the last few months, released in Australia. And there's three different types. So there's the Glow Scrub, the Purifying Scrub, and the Nourishing Scrub. I'll show them to you in a second. But I did put a photo on Instagram and a few people were asking what I thought about them, and a few people also said on that Instagram post that they've been trying some of these and it breaks them out, and what I thought, so I thought I'll tell you what I think. Let's start by saying that these are just sugar scrubs with sort of different ingredients and different scents and different textures. They are designed for different things, but at the end of the day they're sugar scrubs, and in Australia I think full price they're like $20, which I think is far too much for any sugar scrub on the market, no matter what it is, but you can get them, I think, as low as, I think I've seen $12. But okay, let's run through it. It doesn't show you much information on the packaging, so if you forget what these contain, you're kind of screwed. There's no ingredients. Oh, I think you can peel off the back to see the ingredients. Okay, so I'll quickly run through them. This one here is the Purifying Scrub, and it's got kiwi fruit seeds in it, which is why I think they turned it green. This is the only one that's got sort of like a lid in here because it's a very sort of sticky one. It looks more like a gel. It's colored green. It's got the kiwi seeds in it. I don't think that has anything to do with exfoliating or blackhead removal or anything. I don't really get how this sort of links with purifying, but it is a nice sort of, it's got a fruity scent. It doesn't remind me of kiwi fruit, like breakfast juice or generic cordial that's like tropical cordial. It's just like a generic fruity scent. And this is not too bad. It's not super scrubby. It does have sugar particles in it. It does dissolve pretty quickly after, like if you're in the shower and you're using it, which is how I've been using these, it does dissolve pretty quickly. So it's not like an intense, really full-on scrub. It's more of a sort of gentle scrub, and it does leave a bit of a layer of oil or some moisturizing property on your skin. So which I didn't think was a bad thing because we're going into winter, and I thought, look, if it sort of also adds a little bit of oil and helps hydrate the skin or moisturize the skin, not a bad thing. But that is like the lightest, sort of thinnest consistency one. So that was the one that I tried first, and it was okay, and then I moved over to the Glow Scrub, which is a little bit more thicker. This one contains grapeseed oil. So once again, it's got oils in it, so it does leave a bit of a layer on the skin. And this one you can see is a lot thicker in consistency. So the other one was more goopy, runny. This one definitely holds its own. And this one smells like butter menthol lollies. So it's quite nice. You kind of want to eat it. It's a little bit thicker in consistency. It sort of reminds me of brown sugar and maybe lime. Like it's got that kind of brown sugary scent, but a little bit of citrus to it. So it's a little bit fresh. I quite like this one. And once again, this, I don't know how this brightens the skin, but it does leave a slight oily residue, but I think this is probably my favorite one out of the three. Then I tried this guy here, which is the Nourishing Scrub. This one has, I believe, cocoa butter in it. Yep, cocoa butter. And this one, the texture is very, very, very different. You can see that this is more like a body butter rather than a scrub. So this is really interesting. It's sort of like a really, really, really thick body butter. It smells a bit like cocoa butter and cinnamon, so it doesn't really smell like chocolate. It just smells like spicy, sweet. Definitely cocoa butter. Now I want to say with this one, I really can't, there's not much scrub in it. So it's mainly a butter that you put on your face, and it's got a very, very slight sugar scrub in it. So this is a really weird one, and if you look at it, you can't even see any sugar in it whatsoever. It just looks like a body butter that sort of dissolves when it melts into your skin, and you kind of go, is this a cleansing butter? It's sort of like a cleansing balm. That's what that sort of reminds me of. It's a weird consistency. So this one's designed to soften and soothe dryness, and that would be because it's got a lot of cocoa butter and oils in it, and you can feel a slight scrub, but it's very, very, very minor. All right, so I was using these probably every night for a week. Probably shouldn't have done every night. You're not supposed to exfoliate your skin every night, but these are so gentle because the sugar scrubs, there's not much of it in there. It's not very coarse. And also when you're in the shower, which is how I was using these, when you start to work it into the skin, it starts to dissolve. So sugar dissolves in hot water. It is what it is. So I didn't feel like this was stripping of the skin. Every time they did leave a layer of like butter or oils or something on my skin. So, you know, there was that. And even though they are designed for different skin types or different concerns, they all sort of had that layer that they left, with that last one, that really thick body butter one, being the most greasy. The oil residue or the butter residue wasn't bad. It left your skin quite soft. But ding, 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 it definitely broke me out. So on my chin, I didn't really wear much makeup today. This is just like everyday makeup. But hopefully you can see I've got a breakout here. I had one under my eyebrow, and I have a cluster on my chin. Now these are only now starting to clear up. So I think I started breaking out probably about 5 or 6 days after using them. So the first couple of days I had no problems, and I don't know exactly which one broke me out, but I stopped by using the thick one, so I'm assuming it might be that one. And this is I started breaking out 4 days ago, so it's only starting to dry out and clear up now. My chin is fucked. There were a lot of like deep kind of painful ones. This one was one that likes to bleed. It's really attractive. But I know for a fact that it is because of these, and like I said, I'm not too sure which one, but I'm going to assume because people said that they break out from the lightest one, it could be any or all of them. It could be the thickest one that was that body butter, because that is like just a pile of grease that you're sort of putting on your face. And it was clearly too rich for my skin, or the layer that it left clogged my pores. So be very careful if you're the type of person that breaks out easily from sunscreens, certain foundations, certain skincare, because these will break you out. So yeah, I thought I'll just actually remove the makeup that I've got on my chin so you can see the fun that I had to deal with. But like I said, this is sort of healing. I've had it for nearly a week, and it was way worse when it first started. So let's remove this and let's see what I'm dealing with. All right, so this is what I'm talking about when I said that it caused me to break out. This is not normal for me. I do have one spot here that's healing, ignore my chip nails, from when I had my period, and you know, it happens. So that one is flat, and that's just discoloration that will clear up. But these are still like angry. You can see just removing that made this one bleed. So I've got a cluster of a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 or 6 of them just on my chin, which is not normal for me. And I also had a couple up on here. So that is because these were sort of, they caused me to break out. Probably the body butter business in it caused me to break out, but it's not nice and I don't like it. So like I said, I don't think these are worth $20 as is anyway. It is just literally sugar and oil. But be very careful with the richer ones, because if you are prone to breakouts, yeah, it'll make that happen, which is really gross and really unpleasant to deal with. And it's been very annoying because leading up to that, I have been having very good skin, and yeah, it kind of ruined it for me. So thanks, L'Oreal Sugar Scrubs. So yeah, I will continue to use these on my body. They won't go anywhere near my face. My body tends to deal with heavier kind of products a lot better than my face. So that's what's going to happen. I will endeavor to use them up on my legs and whatnot. But if you are prone to breakouts, warning, don't buy these. And if you just are prone to wanting to spend your money wisely, I wouldn't say spend 20 bucks on these anyway. But if you were going to go for one, I reckon the Glow Scrub is probably the best one. That one, yeah, I think it works the best, and yeah, it's unfortunate. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a word of warning with these. This is my quick review, and I will see you guys in the next one. So have a great day. Bye.